Come on, you guys. Let's go. Of course, forgive the subdued reaction today. I just gotta be honest with you guys. Like, I can't be going absolutely mental and crazy. Even though we beat Burnley 4-0 away from home, I still can't understand how we beat them 4-0, especially after that first half performance. Yeah. Wow. Some of the things I had to say after that first half performance, I feel sorry for my girl. Like, the amount of moaning and anger I was like just displaying to her. You know, babe, why is Bruno not playing this goddamn game today? Like, just doesn't have a goddamn clue what I'm talking about at all. But I just had to vent my frustration after seeing another kind of like tepid and like subdued performance in that first half. But I kind of think maybe this is how our system works. This is maybe the magic behind things, because a lot of times here we play against teams that have really good starts against us. That tends to be how our games always end up being. However, in the end, they can't maintain that intensity. They can't maintain that pressing, that running, that work rate. And as the game goes on, we're able to slowly creep up and take advantage. And I think with this game today too, the fact that we were playing against, I thought, a pretty decent Burnley team. You know, they've got some decent, strong players as well as their team as well too. But due to playing at home, they were forced to have to make something of this game. They were forced to have to come out and try to attack. And I think this is where we tend to shine the most under Thomas Tuchel. We're a team that takes advantage of the transition. We're a team where we create our best opportunities on the counter-attack. And I think in that particular aspect of our game, I think one of the most fearsome teams across Europe. And I think this is why in knockout round competitions, because the course and nature of these games tend to kind of be like this. This is why we shine so much, and this is why we get to so many finals. And I think with this same type of application, this will suit us so well in the Champions League. And let's hope that our quality in the end can shine through, because it was that quality in the second half that we were desperately relying upon that made things happen in the end. I'll get upon that soon as we discuss what went down in today's match review. I hope you guys definitely enjoy. Smash that like button. Of course, we got a 4-0 win. I think the last time we scored 4 goals in a game, you guys, I didn't have grey hair on my beards. You know how long that is? I got like 3 grey hairs in my beards. It's mad. I'm looking at myself like, rah, I'm getting old right now. But regardless, guys, I don't know where I'm going with this right now. You know, let's discuss the game, of course, after you smash that like button first. And I guess the most notable thing was the lineup. I always like Thomas Tuchel's lineups. I always think that it gives you an indication behind not only how the squad and team is in terms of like fitness, but also in terms of how Thomas Tuchel's thinking. You know, a lot of times he prepares for the next game. A lot of times it's literally tactics over everything. And I think Thomas Tuchel actually has the biggest influence throughout this entire team, because I feel like I've touched upon this in like previous videos and reviews, but I definitely feel like the strength of our team comes down to our system. I think that's why we are so successful under Thomas Tuchel. We are like a system team. You know, we beat teams due to our system. Not necessarily individual quality all the time. It comes through sometimes, as we saw later on in the second half in today's game. However, most times we are a system team, and I think this is why, no matter what opposition we're playing against, it doesn't matter if you're like one of the best in the world or if you're like a team in like the 3rd division, all our games, the flow, the dynamics tend to kind of be a bit similar, because it really is about how our system beats and breaks down the opposition over the players taking the agency and responsibility to make those moments happen for themselves. So I guess, can we complain about that? Is there a discussion here? Who knows? But right now, this ain't the right time to have this, because we just beat Burnley 4-0. Of course, before I get into the second half, which is like literally the majority of this review, you know, some things did happen in the first half, and they kind of tended to go in the favour of Burnley. Burnley had some decent counter-attacks. We had some, kind of like iffy-ish errors. One from Chalobah. But you know what, like when Chalobah makes an error, like I don't even take it to heart that much, because he's one of those guys that knows exactly what mistake he made, and he knows exactly what to do to fix it on the spot. Like, this guy deals with his mistakes straight away, and I feel like at his age, of course, playing at this level, like for the first time too, and that just gives you the most like promise and excitement, thinking, right, this guy's a real top player. And the fact that this guy who had a terrible injury against Liverpool, of course, having stitches near his groin, that's the area in which none of us guys ever want to have any damage being done anywhere near there. You know, he comes through and he's ready, and he put in another good performance today. And I got to say, Jeff Jalaba, I've really rated this guy this season. I'm not going to lie to you. I've really rated this guy this season. But other than that, there was one from Edouard Mendy, but maybe one of his punches wasn't connected properly. You know, the guy on the left-hand side for Burnley, whose name evades me, I think McNeil. I don't know why I forgot his name. He's one of the greatest players in the league. You know, he didn't take advantage of that situation. And in the end, I'm just thinking, thank God we get to the second half. Let's hope we see better things, bro. Let's see better things. And thank God that came through in the end. Now, one guy in particular who, he's one of my favorite players. He was a player that I was always waiting to see just blowing up in the first team. Under Frank Lampard, you know, he wasn't able to blow up immediately due to the injury he had to stay at the start of the season. But now he's in the team, and now that he's literally like such a key influence as well. I think Reece James was always a player that was destined to be going to the very, very top of this game, yeah? I mean, I see this guy's mentality, I see this guy's ability, I see how this guy plays with that technicality as well too, just to have that fusion of all three things. You don't see many players that get to possess that, and you know, I think it's just safe to say already, we are looking at the legends of our right back position in our history, because for me already at this young age, he's the best right back, wing back, whatever you want to call him, the best one I've seen play since Roman Abramovich signed it, even before Roman was here, because I was a Chelsea fan since before that. You guys going to games too. I just think, wow, the way this guy took that first goal, flipping hell. This is what I mean, man. This is the quality that I would love our system to be able to have, like a best of both worlds, where players can also express themselves as well as, you know, maintain the integrity of the system we're playing in. I think we are getting there. We've seen a lot of very positive signs this season. I think maybe next season could be like that final season to really just see, you know, that best of both worlds and see what Tuchel is really trying to do. I mean, Reece James on that right hand side, he receives it isolated out on the right, cuts, you know, runs inside, carries the ball, you know, he shifts the ball back into the middle, then cuts back again, doing a double cut back to his stronger foot on the outside, and then puts in a very nice, just unstoppable low rhythm finish into the bottom left corner. That was the goal we needed. I think in this system in particular, there's a reason why like the wing backs tend to get in like really very good goal scoring situations, and this is why they need to be on point with their shooting. Reece James gets the first one, and it's just like, this is what we needed, because now Burnley are at home. All they can do now is just literally come out to attack and try and get themselves back in the game. And with how we play on the transition, it ain't the first time we thrashed Burnley in their stadium at Turf Moor. And is it any surprise really that our right hand side was our most potent and dominant threat throughout the entire game? I feel like McNeil was definitely getting a bit tired. I definitely feel like the protection down that left hand side was getting weaker for Burnley as the game was going on. And I felt like once those spaces opened up, we were there to take advantage. And is it any surprise that the second goal kind of came quite quickly, a lot quicker than I actually expected for some reasons, because I'm still thinking about really like mid first half. Christian Pulisic has a big impact, of course, receiving the ball on the right hand side, you know, looking to drive through and attack his man, and puts in across the far post to find Kai Havertz, who puts in a very sexy, beautiful finesse header into the net. And you're looking at Kai Havertz, and I feel like there's a reason why I've never really had like very strong opinions on Havertz, because I felt like there wasn't really ever a time to have like a definitive opinion on him. Because he hasn't been playing in like that set best position for him in this team, it's hard to really judge him fairly and accurately. But I did feel like either playing as like a box-to-box mid or playing as a false nine is the only way to get the very best out of Kai. And after seeing how he performed in this game today, the movement, how he jumps deep as well too, interesting questions and discussions do get formed in the sense that, why did we spend so much money on Lukaku? Why did we not just have some patience and just rely on Havertz to come through? Because, yo, we spent like 80 million to sign this guy, yeah? You're not just spending 80 million on any younger, unless you think they're going to the very top. So, like, for me, I thought the price tag was enough to be like, okay, we have faith in you, Havertz, you're going to be our number 9. Because, you know, after seeing him start this game over Lukaku, how often are we going to see him and Lukaku playing in the same lineup together? I'm not too sure, and this is where we keep having, you know, like going 2 steps forward and coming 1 step back every single time. But it was nice to see him Scored with his header, very good with scoring with them, and in the end, you guys, he comes through to get the second goal in this game as well. So a nice low driven from the left hand side. Saul this time stepping up as well to play the cross goal. I thought Saul was decent today for sure, and it was nice that his confidence is slowly getting there. He's doing all the things you want to see. He's moving the ball quickly, you know, he's got confidence behind his play, he's got that assurance behind his play too, and you know, credits to Saul for definitely coming back a lot stronger now. But Kai makes that 3-0, a bit of a fumbled effort into the net, and then afterwards to just secure this game completely. If we're playing against Burnley, especially away from home in their stadium, there's only one man you're only ever expecting to get on the score sheet, and that is Christian Pulisic. You know, we can never forget that incredible hat-trick he scored against them on the Frank Lampard. He's always scoring or doing something against Burnley, getting an assist today and getting a goal too. Great to see, and as we've been saying for a while, the difference you see when players are able to play in their best positions, or positions that give them the most confidence, that allow them to express their game. We've seen that a lot more now. It's nice to know that Tuchel is slowly starting to understand that a bit more. There has to be a balance between the system and the players, and I think once we fine-tune all those like little details, we will fully get that, you guys, and we will be quite complete, because I really feel like this is what Tuchel wants. Tuchel wants a complete team in defense, midfield, and attack that are all like symbiotic together, that all like work, press, defend, attack together. He's literally got the foundation set. We are nearly there, and I think next season should be even more exciting now. But regardless, you guys, this was a great win today. On a side note, I'm not gonna lie, you guys know I like Ruben Loftus-Cheek, one of my favorite players as well. So I kind of wanted to see this guy playing the game today, especially after his performance in the last game in the FA Cup. He was our best player in that game, and when I saw Sal start over him, I was like, maybe I get it. I mean, I didn't really get it, I'll be honest with you, especially when Ruben is the better player, and I think he could do a lot more. It was interesting seeing him playing as like a wing back in this game today, but you know what, yeah, I definitely feel like Ruben is the guy you keep in this squad for many years to come. Why? He's a player that all the players love and rate. You know, they respect him a lot too. The youngsters look up to him. He understands the culture of this club completely. And look at the versatility he's giving us and the quality he gives us coming on as a squad option. You know what I mean? This is what the team's about, man. You need to have your first team guys, your squad guys, and the rest. So on that note, I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to keep things moving. Thank you for watching. I'm EFC. This is Blue Lions TV. I'll catch you guys later with some more videos. Cool.